Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marty's Toy Box. For today's video, we're going to be checking out and reviewing all of WWE Mattel Elite Series 87. I gotta say, this is a banger of a set. We have two first time on the lines, maybe one last Elite we'll never get, the debut of a brand new title in figure form, and then sort of just a comedic figure. So the set consists of Asuka, Braun Strowman, Apollo Crews, Santos Escobar, Otis, and Candice LeRa. So Asuka is just a sort of normal figure. She comes with a mask, as you see right there. There's her head scan, looks pretty damn good. There's her attire, her trunk. She comes with an extra pair of hands. There's the image of her on the sides. And the other side, and here is the back. This is Asuka from Osaka, Japan. Her finisher is the Asuka Lock. She is 5'3". Her career highlights are Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, and Women's Tag Team Champion. The Empress of Tomorrow's punishing offense strikes fear into the entire women's division, which is why no one is ready for Asuka. So it looks pretty good. There's not too much to the figure. We did get this mask right here, which is pretty cool. There was a figure that was in production. It was a Asuka, I think it was an Ultimate Edition or just normal Elite, but it had like 4 different masks and a robe and stuff, and it looked so good. But they did not produce it because it would have costed them too much. They would have lost money overall if they were to put it out to retail and like on ringside collectibles and everything like that, which is where I got all of this set, by the way. So it is cool that we get a mask. I feel like all the Asuka figures are going to get those masks and maybe the robe that they were going to put all in one, but they're going to separate it out into different figures. But her attire isn't that bad. It's sort of like a basic Asuka attire. Her mask up there looks really good in my opinion. I don't know if these little things that are draping down right now, I don't know if they're like solid all together or if they're little strings that you're able to pull apart each one. I assume that it's all together, but who knows. Next up, let's take a look at Otis. I want to save the best for last. So this Otis right here is it's an odd one. So Otis won the Money in the Bank last year, did nothing with it, and then The Miz won it, cashed in, then lost the title the next week. So during Otis's Money in the Bank reign, The Miz was trying to steal the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it turns out that Otis put a lunchbox inside the Money in the Bank briefcase instead of the contract, and I think it was the next week he put the contract in his lunchbox instead of the briefcase. And he put like his sandwich and drinks or whatever in the briefcase. So it was sort of a stupid comedic gimmick that they had for Otis. He's a heel now, and I don't know how I feel about him, but it's going to be fun to get the Otis when he's like shaved and his hair is cut and everything when he turned heel. Again, don't know how I feel about a heel Otis. I feel like he's so much better as a face and can't really do a heel gimmick well, which is why he is paired up with Chad Gable. Anyways, so Otis comes with a Working Man Otis t-shirt. His eyes look weird in this. They're sort of facing down, like he's really angry, which is, I mean, it makes sense why he has the angry face, but I don't like how they place the eyes on this. It's really odd in my opinion. He has a soft goods Working Man Otis that goes up half his stomach. I think they're called like a crop top or something. I don't really know. 2 extra pairs of hands for this one. Just black trunks on this. And then up here on the top right, we have the briefcase with, I don't know if these are attached or what. It looks like they're floating right here, but they could be attached. Just like beef, pork loin. I don't know what it is, but it's a bunch of meat. And then you got a lunchbox that says Money in the Bank on top of it. So it's pretty cool, but I thought it was odd that they put this in. I didn't plan on getting this figure, but I decided I might as well pick up the whole series. There's one side, and the other side has him holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then the back of the figure, you see Otis from Superior, Wisconsin, 330 pounds, 5'10". Oh yeah. Otis is one at Money in the Bank stimulated his appetite for victory so much he unveiled his Money in the Bank lunchbox. Maybe they're this for more sales in the lunchbox or something, not too sure. But I'm not really a fan of it. And the figure's not bad. The lunchbox is a really odd accessory. Next up, let's take a look at Apollo Crews. So it's just a basic Apollo Crews figure with a good head scan on it, as you see right there, with him smiling. Blue tights, just says, or blue trunks, it says Apollo. Extra pair of hands. But what makes this figure is you see the brand new United States title. The first time we've seen this title in figure form, and I gotta say, they nailed it. But one thing that I do have a complaint of is these side plates are like silver and not painted. I don't know if that, I don't think that's how the actual title is. I don't think the side plates are silver, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look after this. But the main plate of the title is really good. They got the eagle on it, the stripes are good, United States champion, the stars above it, and everything like that. Really cool accessory. And here's another look at Apollo's head scan. Here's the side, and there's the other side of him with the United States title wrapped around his waist. And then on the back, from Stone Mountain, Georgia, 240 pounds, 6'1", United States champion. Prior to his title defense against MVP at Extreme Rules Horror Show, Apollo Crews was presented with a brand new United States championship. So recently we've gotten a new US, a new IC, that was like a year or two ago. I think it was last year actually. So we need a new women's title, we need a new tag title, and we need a new world title for both brands. So WWE Champion, Universal Champion, Raw SmackDown, Raw Tag. And I assume how they're going to do it, at least for the tag team championships, is they have two branding designs introduced on each brand at once. I don't think, for the world titles, I know that there was a prototype made, like a belt sent out to WWE that Vince ended up throwing in the garbage as a new title design. So I guess he's interested in bringing out a new world title. It has been years since we've seen one. So hopefully we get a new world title. That's a replica I will pick up the second it's released, no matter what. The new US is a banger. The title is just a title that I still have to get. Next up, let's take a look at maybe his last Elite figure ever, Braun Strowman. So, Braun Strowman, he had his hair and then he shaved it off, wrestled for a little bit, and then he got released. And that was after this figure. Okay, so this figure got leaked about 4 months ago, and they announced the set a month afterwards, and it had Braun in it, but it was like the day after he was released. So I figured that we would not get this figure in the set, because for Elite Series 2, I think it was, there was a Jeff Hardy Elite, and he got fired from the company, so that Elite was never released. But it turns out we actually got Strowman, and this is a special figure because it is his first Elite bald Braun Strowman, which is a must for a lot of collectors. So this figure, here's the head scan. It looks pretty good. Try to get up to the camera. It looks pretty good. Just a bald head on that. His beard, all of his tattoos are good. He's got these camo jeans, I guess they would be. And he's got his camo jacket that's soft goods. It's got a weird color to it in this figure. Yeah, it's just an odd color compared to what he actually wore. And then an extra pair of hands. There's the head scan again. There's the side. Here's the other side of him wearing the jacket. So, I mean, the colors are kind of off. This one's like a dark camo. This one's sort of like a lighter color. On the back, we see from Sierras Ford, North Carolina, 385 pounds, 6'8", Universal Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and Raw Tag Team Champion. A terrible combination of power, speed, and athleticism. When the Strowman Express leaves the station, you better get off the tracks. Pretty good figure overall. So we have two figures left. We're going to take a look at Candice LeRa first, because I want to save my favorite figure from the series for last, of course. But this is Candice LeRa's first time in the line figure, and this is an absolute banger. This was revealed at WrestleMania week, I think, is when this was revealed that she would be getting Elite, or it was, yeah. So WrestleMania week, they had a figure reveal panel, and they showed off Candice LeRa's figure, and I was stoked for this. This is such a really good figure. So you have the hands in the bottom right, you have her jacket right here, like with like the wings on it on the back. And then you have the normal figure here with a fantastic head scan. Maybe the, I don't want to say this, but maybe the best woman's first time on the line head scan we've ever gotten. Because this is, they nailed this head scan so perfectly. She's got her purple hair, her purple and pink attire. She's got green down there. There are her knee pads and her boots. Extra pair of hands. Here's the side. There's the other side. And on the back, from Riverside, California, finisher is the Quabrata, I guess that's how you say it. 5'2". After years of getting nowhere, playing nice, the Poison Pixie reinvented herself, embraced herself on her dark side, and set her tights on the NXT Women's Championship. Which, fun fact, she never won, but she did win the tag team title, so good for her. Definitely see Candice LeRa as a Grand Slam champion, so Raw, SmackDown, and NXT World Champion. Hopefully she doesn't get screwed over like a lot of other people have from NXT, aka, most noticeably, my boy, Karrion Kross, or Keith Lee. And then, last but not least, we have my favorite figure from the set. I contemplated on getting 2 of these, but I'm not just playing these loose, so it doesn't really matter. My boy, Santos Escobar. His gimmick and his ability in the ring is mind-boggling to me. He is phenomenal. So I already like him from that. The mask he wore before, love that, or that he wears occasionally still. And then they put the Cruiserweight title on him, and I love that. And they combine all 3 things that I love about Santos Escobar into one figure, and this is a complete hit of a figure. So you have 2 head scans with this. You have 1 head scan, that's just his normal face, which they literally nailed. And then you have a 2nd head scan, which is him wearing the mask. And the Cruiserweight title. This is the black strap Cruiserweight title with the silver plates on it, with the red occasionally around the title. I think we saw 1 or 2 figures with the purple strapped Cruiserweight title, and that was it. This one's a complete black strap. It comes with an extra pair of hands. Just take a look at these head scans. They are amazing in my opinion. Absolutely phenomenal. He's got tights on there. Here is the side of the box. Here's the other side. See, this strap looks more purplish and bluish in this picture, at least in person, than it does on the title. This one's just completely black. This one looks a little bit like bluish purplish. So, don't know if that's just how the box is or what, but kind of a mess up on their part. And then on the back of the box, we see from Mexico City, Mexico, 204 pounds, 5'11", NXT Cruiserweight Champion. I see this man being a world champion for NXT. I think Vince might mess him up on the main roster, but he definitely has a lot of potential. After winning the NXT Cruiserweight Championship tournament, El Hijo del Fantasma unmasked to reveal his true identity, the dangerous Santos Escobar. So, this figure, they captured everything that I like about Santos Escobar, which I absolutely love. So this is my favorite figure in this set. I think secondly would have to be Candice LeRa. They nailed this one. Then Apollo Crews with the new U.S. title. That's the only reason why. Then Braun Strowman, because this is his last Elite figure for now. Which could be wrong, though, because they released like a new Braun Strowman t-shirt on Shop. I don't know if that's a slip up on their part or if he's coming back. And then I think Oscar would be next. And then last but not least would be Otis. Don't really care for this figure, but it's the first Otis figure I have, so I will take it. Let me know what you guys think of Elite 87. What was your favorite figure from the set and your least favorite? Again, my favorite, Santos Escobar. Least favorite is Otis. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.